Anushka, yes.
Are all about a transition to a higher wage economy, but increasingly there are worries about inflation. Whatever the justification for the policies, on a human level, are you worried about the pain of higher prices, higher national insurance and lower universal credit?
I think what you're seeing in the UK at the moment, and over the last year or so, you've seen for the first time in more than a decade, you're seeing increases in wages, which is what we want to see. And when you talk about some of the supply chain issues, that's really a function of the world economy, particularly the UK economy, coming back to life after COVID, sucking in gas in particular. There's massive demand for that in Asia. There's a shortage of lorry drivers actually around the world, from Poland to the United States. Even in China, they're short of lorry drivers. And what we want to see is a high-wage, high-skill economy where we invest in people, invest in fantastic infrastructure like this behind me, and drive high productivity growth. That's the model we should be going for.
But are you worried about the pain? And aren't you really blaming business for all of this?
I think that what we're seeing is the recovery of the economy. We've now got the fastest growing economy in the G7, and I think that you've got unemployment way lower than people forecast. You've got jobs being created the whole time, and what we want to see are high-wage, high-skilled jobs. And I think business is doing a fantastic job of investing in apprentices, investing in skills, and that's the way to go for the UK. On things like the road haulage industry, the thing to do is to make the job more attractive, invest in the truck stops, and invest in higher wages as well.
If all electricity is going to come from renewables,
yes, it is.
By
yes.
2035, does that mean you're saying there will be no new coal and no new oil and gas from now?
What I'm saying is that we can do for our entire energy production by 2035 what we're doing with internal combustion engine vehicles by 2030. So from 2030, you won't be able to buy any more a new hydrocarbon-fuelled internal combustion engine car. And we're going to move to either to EVs or to vehicles powered by hydrogen or clean power of one kind or another. And that will make a huge difference to our CO2 output, to controlling climate change, to the planet, but it will also put the UK at the forefront of this amazing new industry of clean vehicles. And what we're also saying is that by 2035, looking at the progress that we're making in wind power, where we lead the world now in offshore wind, looking at what we can do with other renewable sources, carbon capture and storage, with hydrogen potentially, we think we can get to complete clean energy production by 2035. Now, the advantage of that, to go back to your earlier question, Anushka, is that it will mean that for the first time the UK is not dependent on hydrocarbons coming from overseas, with all the vagaries in hydrocarbon prices and the risks that poses for people's pockets and for the consumer. We'll be reliant on our own clean power generation, which will help us also to keep costs down.